Here to show you an upgrade I've been wanting to do to my 98 Jeep Cherokee for a while now. I'm sticking a 160 amp alternator that I got out of a 2001 Dodge Dakota 5.9 RT, and I'm be replacing this 90 amp alternator that came in the 98 XJ. Now here's a list of the tools you're going to need. Heat gun, grinder, solder. You don't really need it, but I recommend it. Heat shrink, again, same thing, don't need it, but do recommend it. The solder, 3/8 socket, a marker to mark where you're going to be cutting, 3/8 ratchet, 16, 15, 11 wrench, 13, 14, 15 socket with a 2-inch extension, a pair of cutters, and wire strippers. Alright, now let's talk about the brackets. I've already removed everything off of the truck to make the video a little quicker. This is the bracket that goes to the engine. What I've had to do to this bracket, I started here and I grinded down to about a 1/4 inch past the top of where it originally was and a 1/4 inch back. And I followed that 1/4 inch pretty much all the way through here. All the way to, I left, I didn't leave much, about an inch up there. And I also had to shave this about a 1/16 of an inch. And that's, again, is the bracket that goes to the motor. And this is the bracket that's going to go to the front. And that bracket, I started about 1.25 inches down. And I shaved from there to the factory. It's around right here from the factory, but it's only about a 1/16 of an inch. And I made it about a 1/4 inch back. And then I came over here, even with the bottom of the hole that holds this nut, I shaved back about 1/8 of an inch, and I shaved from the corner to the center of the hole about a 1/4 inch. And now it mounts up perfectly, everything, nothing's touching. It's going to be no rattling issues. Now the next issue I had to tackle was this black thing. As you can see, this is how the alternators mount. They're going to be sitting just like that in the truck. This one's pointing up, this one's pointing down. Not a big deal, but just to keep the wire where it was and make sure it don't go interfere with any other cables, I pulled this off, and you can see in here it's round and then square at two ends. And this matched it. It was a locking pin. I just made it round to where I could manipulate it to where I need it to go. I'm going to put it the same location as that. Screw that down. It's back to tight. Now on your factory, this is your connector. You've got this that grounds to here. You have another one that comes off of here that I took to put on the cable here. That goes there, and these are your two connectors. So what I did is I cut it off at the truck. We've got matching cables. The colors are different, but the green, solid green goes to the solid green, and the orange and green goes to the brown and green. Easy enough. I'm going to solder those together. That's what the solder is for, and the heat shrink. I've put the hook that I took off this cable, like I said, on the truck already. That's all soldered on and heat shrinked. So now I've just got to install the, oh no, I had to do a little more shaving, guys, sorry. I went around here and I shaved off, not much, just over a 1/4 inch, I would say. And back here, this was a big casting that came up to, about a 1/2 inch here. I just cut it straight down. I took that bump out. And on the front, again, there was a solid bump casting here that I took out. And I went all the way to here, and the first two fins, I kind of put on the 45. And this first fin, I took about a 1/4 inch out of. It fits perfectly. And then I took, if you look, there's a little lip on the alternator that goes around it. It's like a cooling fin. I took probably about 4 inches of that cooling lip off, and I took these cooling fins that are rounded, and I put them on 45s. Nothing touches. I've got about about an 1/8 inch clearance on everything else. I'm going to go out there and install it now, and I'll make a video and show you guys my Jeep for the startup. Thanks, guys. Good luck.